Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Ignore my shirt. I know it looks really dirty and ugly. I mean, there's just a lot of bleach stains on it, but it is what it is, alright? I don't care. And ignore the background. I mean, it was my brother's birthday, so we still haven't cleaned up from that. But anyways, today we're gonna be learning about why is my camera being so why is it not focusing? So today we're gonna be learning about uh news, right? So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to find news. So let's get started with this. So here, all right. So first, we're going to get on a website called forexfactory.com. So just search up www.forexfactory.com. You'll be able to find it. It looks something like this. And if you guys want, I'll probably leave a link to it in the description. But pretty much it looks like this, right? And you can create an account if you want. You don't have to, but what matters is right. We get on this, so you're gonna see all of these news events, right? So you're gonna have these yellow folders, these red folders. Sometimes you'll have orange folders. If you go, you can like look back other days. Yeah, there's like orange folder right here, orange folder. But yeah, there's gonna be red, yellow, orange folders. So today is January 9th. So we're on this day right now. So what do these folders mean, right? And what are these news events, right? So honestly, a lot of these news events don't really mean much. They're not super important. The ones that we're looking for, so these yellow ones, we don't care about these, right? So what really matters is the red and orange folder news, but we really only care about red folder news. Red folder news is the best one we're looking for, right? So we got some red folder news here and some red folder news here, but yeah. So we're gonna first filter out, all right, guys, because we're not gonna need these yellow folders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click filter right here. We're gonna click the yellow ones, right? We're gonna leave out the yellow ones, not super important. Yeah, so we're gonna take those out, and boom, you should have something looking like this. Wait, is Monday a bank holiday? Freak. Oh no, it's Sunday. Um, but yeah, so should be looking something kind of like this, right? So only red and orange folder news should be popping up. And we'll leave the gray ones. So yellow means not very impactful news, low impact. Orange means kind of medium impact, and red is very high impact. Okay, so write that down in your notes. And gray just means like a holiday or some day off, whatever. But yeah, so um, we're also going to go all the way over here, right? And if you live in the US, you can just click none here and click US, right? Because we only care about the US. If you're trading futures, which that's what I'm going to be teaching you guys, is we're teaching futures. You can trade anything else if you want, but the purpose of this course is to trade futures, right? We're trading NQ, just yeah, and we're trading the Nasdaq. So we don't care about anything else. We just care about the US. So we're gonna click apply filter, and now we only have US red folder news and orange folder news. Oh, I don't. Okay, but yeah, so pretty much we have the news times come out. You might also have to change your time. So for me, it's like I changed my time. So I'm in Arizona, so I'm gonna change it to Arizona time. Click save settings. Cool. You can change it to whatever time you're at. You can also see the sessions here below. Doesn't really nothing too crazy though. But yeah. Um, but yeah, so we can scroll forward, we can scroll back, we can see what news events are coming out. If you click more, you'll kind of get like a weekly view on all these news events. So yeah, but yeah, so I mean, next week we'll have some kind of crazy news. All right, it's gonna be it's gonna be a loaded week next week, right? So let's see, I'm gonna reset this. Okay, so right here, these times are when the news comes out, right? So 6:30 a.m. this news comes out. So at 6:30 a.m. on the charts, is when these should take place, right? So at 6:30 a.m. on the 1 minute time frame, you're gonna see a candle. You're gonna see a candle pop up, and that candle will, it'll probably explode up or down, right? I don't know which way, but yeah. Um, and 8 a.m. we also have some more news. So on the 1 minute, you're gonna see a candle, and that's when you mark out the data wicks, what I was telling you guys, if there's a wick. And right here, we go over here to detail. So pretty much, this just tells us that, it tells us the source, the measures, usual effect, frequency, next release, why traders care about this, and this is the history over here of, I guess, the news event that pops out for the average hourly earnings, whatever. So you can look at the average for all of these, and you can see, but honestly, this doesn't really matter. You don't have to care about the details. If you want to, it's cool, but doesn't really matter. We're just focused on when the news comes out, and that's really all that matters. Um, but yeah, so you can see the averages here. You can see the forecast, previous, whatever. But yeah, so I do want to mention though, so CPI and NFP are some of the most highly volatile news events. So CPI right here, very highly volatile news event, all right? So this is one of the craziest news events that you can trade. Today was NFP, I think. Let's see, where is NFP? Um, NFP. All right. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that for now. But CPI. So you're gonna write these down. CPI, super highly volatile news event. FOMC, guys. FOMC is a very, very okay. So these are one of the days where I don't want to trade until after this news comes out, because usually the time before that we're really slow. But honestly, you can always probably find setups. It's just the probability is a lot lower. And I mean, if you're okay with that, you're okay with taking lower probability setups, fine. But if you want to make money, you probably shouldn't trade on these days until after the news event comes out. Then you can mark out that data wick, and then you can probably try to find a setup to that data wick. Does that make sense? So we also have PPI. That one's pretty volatile too. Um, I don't know where NFP is though. I'm assuming this is NFP. I thought NFP was all right, whatever. So this is NFP right here, the non-farm employment change, whatever. Hold on, let me go back to my day. All right, so this right here, non-farm employment change. So this NFP, this is very highly volatile news, all right, guys? So if you guys want, well, not if you guys want, but if you guys want to know the most volatile news events, it's going to be CPI, NFP, and FOMC. So this non-farm employment change, that would be part of NFP. So that's pretty much all you guys need to know. So when these news events come out, I mean, there might be some orange news folder events that actually have a lot of volatility, but it just really gotta it just really depends. You gotta look at the wick. If the wick is really big, or if the candle's really big, it might be a sign that we're gonna want to come back and visit that area, right? So it just really depends, but red folder news is going to give you a lot of data wicks, and we're attracted to data wicks. Price is attracted to data wicks. We want to take those out, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, so this is where you're going to look for your news every day before the markets, guys. Every day before the markets, you're going to want to check Forex Factory. Um, so yeah, check Forex Factory every day. See what news is coming out. I usually get up at like 7 a.m., check news, see what's going on, check the markets, and just be ready, guys. You also, okay, another thing that I want to mention is you do not want to trade like 5 minutes before news, all right? If you see a setup pop up or 5 minutes away from a news event, probably don't take that setup because we don't know how volatile the news is going to be when it comes out. So, if, for example, if it's 6:25 and there's going to be some news event coming out at 6:30, we probably don't want to take a trade because if we're in a long and this news event comes out and we're not out of that long yet, we might get wrecked with this news event because it might be very bearish and it might drag the price down. Right? We're betting on the market going up, but price just it just freaking I can't even speak, dude. It just shoots down, right? And we don't want to lose trades. So usually, if I don't trade 10 minutes at all before like news events, very risky. Unless like there's a good break even, but even then, like just don't trade 10 minutes before news events, guys. Like 10, 15 minutes before, like maybe you just want to wait it out, right? And then maybe you can get a good setup off of a data wick. But yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So you guys know what to look for in the markets, and you guys know how to find news events. So you know how to find news events. You go on forexfactory.com, wait for the news to come out. The news comes out, and pretty much, um, yeah, you wait. You wait for a setup to pop up, and you target the data wick. Target the data wicks. But yeah, I think I do also want to talk about the times you want to trade. I don't know if I've went over this already, but usually the times that I trade is from like so market opens at 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that's for all the Arizona peeps. But most people just think about the market in terms of like New York session because that's what really is happening, right? So 9:30 EST to 10:30 EST. Just convert that to your time, and then you can figure out what times to trade. But that's the times you want to be on the market. But usually, I would recommend being on the market 20 to 30 minutes before, just so you can have an understanding of what's going on in the market. So, if for example, if you live in Mountain Standard Time, you want to get on 30 minutes before 9:30 EST, so it'll be like 2 hours behind. So 7, right? For example, for me it'd be I get on at 7. I look at the market. I look at the Forex Factory. I see if there's any news coming out. Okay, I know what news events will be coming out today, and I just wait till 7:30 to take a trade. I don't take a trade before market open. All right, guys, don't take a trade before market open. All right, not no bueno. No bueno, all right? You want to wait till conditions are very volatile and very good, and usually until the market is open, sometimes you'll see some good setups in pre-market, all right, guys? But if you're new, you do not want to be taking those, all right? You want to wait till market open because I didn't start becoming, as profitable as I am right now. I don't want to consider myself like profitable because I feel like there's not really. I feel like profitable is like a state, right? It's like a temporary state. You're always going to be in a temporary state of profitability. And that's one thing, guys, you need to understand is like you can always lose that. It's harder to get out of that, yes, once you start making money because psychologically your brain's going to want to follow your rules if you're getting rewarded for it. But you just don't want to fall into that idea. It's like, oh, well, once I achieve profitability, once I become profitable, it's like, no, you can be profitable right now, all right? You can make things happen right now. You can be at the change you want right now, right? And sometimes you might need more experience, but most of the time, once you understand the strategy, once you understand how the market moves, where price likes to target, and you have a complete understanding of all these things and your strategy, guys, you can be profitable, all right? You can make money off the markets. And it's just crazy, right? It's just crazy. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. But anyways, I'm not going to be yapping too much because I want to kind of speed run these videos. Um, dude, this freaking camera is stupid, bro. I don't know why this camera does this all the time. Where it just gets like super blurry, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, so watch out for CPI, watch out for NFP, watch out for FOMC, or the non-farm payroll thingy, whatever I told you guys in the video. But yeah, take notes on that. Um, these are very good. These are going to be very good for data wicks, which things we want to target. And also, what else? And for FOMC specifically, you kind of don't want to trade before that. You want to wait until afterwards, or just don't trade that day at all, because usually price tends to be very slow right before FOMC, or it tends to be choppy, or just things don't deliver the right way when we get a setup. So yeah, and then yeah, just don't place any trades on the market until after 7:30 or 9:30 EST, whatever time zone you're in. Don't place any trades until after 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, Eastern Standard Time, whatever that is in your time zone. In my case, it's 7, so I would say 7. But in your case, just think about it as Eastern Standard Time. All right, you want to think about the markets in Eastern Standard Time. So whatever Eastern Standard Time is for you, 9:30, you can't place a trade until after that time frame. And then once it turns 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, doesn't matter if you found a setup or it doesn't matter if you haven't found a setup, all right? You're going to want to get off the charts. Get off of the charts at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I promise you, you will be a lot more profitable because you're not going to be staring at the charts all day. And yeah, like it's just not a good thing to be staring at the charts that much. So yeah, and if you get one loss, hop off. If you would take one win, hop off. If you get 2 break evens, hop off. Easy stuff, guys. Come on. Just follow the rules and you should be set, all right? You should make it. There's no reason why it should be this hard. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to be hopping off now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. There should be a button over here, or there's a video over here that you can watch. It pretty much will be a video tailored to you. You could also watch this. It'll be the rest of my boot camp, and there's if you want to subscribe, it's free. And yeah, I'll also leave a link to the Discord in my description down below if you guys want to see a bunch of free PDFs so I can teach you guys, or you guys can take notes or have a PDF set of, I guess, whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I just have a bunch of free PDFs on my Discord, and I have a bunch of help. And if you guys are ever trying to watch me live trade, I will live trade every day on the markets from 7:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, or I guess in your guys' case, or whatever, like the general 9:15 Eastern Standard Time to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to hop off now. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Peace out.